Well, yeah, Tony's attention is to character and to story. That's what I found. And then when action gets involved, that he's only cares. He wants it to be great action-wise, but he's focused on the story and the plot points and the character through that action. Which we had other guys to worry about the technical part of how to shoot like some action fight or whatever it might be. But yeah, Tony's attention to detail, especially in this universe of the Bourne world, it's imperative, and because with the intelligence and all the little details of going on, he's tracking all the characters. That's what I really noticed about Tony. Tony at the helm of that. All I have to do really is we have a great architecture of a script, page 1 to 120, and we kind of work it out. And I challenge the material every day. You want to make it the best it can be, and Tony does as well. And just because we had a really terrific script doesn't mean stuff doesn't change. So we're all challenging things to make it better every day. I felt like it was just a whole new, almost a blank canvas for us. The way it's sort of kind of just pulls back on the zoom lens for a wider peek at this world, and so that means we have a whole new palette of colors we can play with, and that was really exciting to me. So it's the fuel behind the characters that really separate everybody on the planet, is my thinking. So why people do what they do. So there's no reference to Matt Damon's character by any means at all. What there's reference to is just sort of, don't get me wrong, I'm a big fan of the franchise. I've seen these movies many times over. I may have watched Ultimatum more recently before shooting because there was a tandem time happening in there, just to get an understanding of what Tony was trying to do, to weave the movies together. So I guess it was more affected by knowing what the tone and pace and how that is and what was kind of expected of me. I can't worry about what people expect and what they think or even what they feel. It's hard. I'm not a people pleaser. I have to do what, from page 1 to 120, and do what I possibly can. And we were all working diligently to please the fans, most importantly, from the 3 previous films. Again, I have an entire script to help show what the character is with the director. For the audience, well, that's maybe more again, I can't think of those things. I have to be, conscious of the story in its entirety, and not just being introduced to the world. I think that's probably much more editorial or directorial thought. You know what I mean? Okay, we're introducing Aaron. This is how we do it. That's not what I'm thinking as I'm in the cold. That whole sequence actually was a lot of fun because it was very contained, and it felt like a very small movie, like doing a play almost, because we had this entire house and everybody's in their different locations, and there's still great character and acting scenes in it, and some really visceral action. It's one of my more favorite parts of the movie, I think. I don't know, but I'm glad it's all there because that made it really exciting to do, It made those intimate scenes much more important. They were very, very key those are very telling of character and motivations and fuel for them, So so then audiences can really care about them or not. It's established a bar for anything I think a lot of movies rip it off at this point, which is a really high compliment, I think, for those people that all the creatives that made those previous films. And it was also a bar for us to continue the franchise. You want to make it exciting and interesting and have new things. No one wants to see the same movie over and over again in the cinema, right? You got to have to come up with new sort of ideas, and I just think that was a exciting challenge. I have no idea what it'll be. I have no idea, but it's wide open for a lot of things, though, isn't it?